So a complete sweep in the respawns for eUnited. And talking to Cap, he said, you know what, we threw away game one, we got out to an early lead, and we kind of, took the foot off the neck. We let it go. They got blown out in the second hard point, so you need a better start here from the boys in blue.
It is time, folks. Game one of your winner's bracket final. We're watching Slasher off the break as he challenges towards the top window.
First gunfight coming in, able to tag up one, but you can see on X-Ray, a little bit of a dip and a dive away. Long range shots there. You're able to hit those with the NV4. But ultimately his teammates now cleaning up the kill, and EnVy gets set up top mid first.
Pristini, another name that's new to the competitive Call of Duty scene for a lot of people. Yes, he's been competing.
Silly really not feeling well, trying to battle through that on Championship Sunday.
Well, I mean, I hope he feels better, but if United need to, I'm willing to play.
Yeah. You hop on in there, Gunless will backpack you. 50-30 lead for eUnited early on. Gunless leading all Slayers at 8-6. He has been, again, an MVP contender throughout the course of this one, and we'll see if he can keep it going. And if both hard points go their way in pool play, they're looking strong.
We were talking with some of the Rise Nation players back in the green room, and they were talking about how certain teams just don't even run. It's basically their equivalent of flak, right, in this game, that blocking those Scarabs from doing the damage that they normally would. Well, at the start of this game, everyone did, and Scarabs are kind of falling out of the meta.
You got Gunless, 13-6 on a 5 streak. He's got one coming from the front, one to his left as well. He'll ultimately get gunned as John picks up the kill, but if he's going to continue to play like this, it's going to have to be Apathy or John. I think that, I mean, okay, I know JCap can do it. He's been a veteran. He's been that guy forever, but you don't usually maybe want to see him as your top Slayer on your side?
It's just not his typical role on this team. He's a guy that plays a little bit more passively, lets his teammates do majority of the pushing and clearing out of lanes. 73-61 right now. You talked about how the last time these teams met up, eUnited did not drop a respawn against EnVyUs. And it looks like they're going to try to keep this going now as they're up by about 20 seconds. And Gunless is just so on point. 16-8, double positive off the break of this game.
He hasn't slowed down. The main stage has not shook him. You thought maybe day two, that match against Splice, he was going to get some nerves going. That didn't affect him. Playing FaZe this morning didn't affect him. Now, Sunday evening, when it's all coming out, guaranteeing yourself top 2, still just seems completely unfazed.
Not dropping a single series. Then they reverse sweep on the main stage, which gave him a ton of experience there. They've basically done everything they can to mentally prepare themselves for this game. Now they just got to execute.
They are certainly on a roll, but back to the action here. 20-point advantage for eUnited. They haven't been able to bury EnVy. They've kept themselves around. We'll see as Silly now playing through Grandma's house, peeking into the back there at Lime. Gonna get backed up as the nades coming through, enjoying a little bit of watermelon. I never noticed that there.
That's one of my favorite parts of this map. The baby carriage as Gunless will peek on out with the camo, use that to break the hill. Makes a lot of sense. Nearly snaps onto Slasher, but he's got the help there of Pristini to at least leave some of the push for now. But as I say that, JCap cleans up 2. One of the largest leads yet for United in this game at 30 seconds. But what do we see with EnVy and Luminosity in their match earlier on? EnVy, who were really in a position where it didn't wind up turning out for them, but they brought it within 5 towards the end of that game. Let's see if they can do the same thing here on throwback. Nice stop there by Apathy, showing off the shockwave yet again.
And this has been a really nice hold here from eUnited. They're extending this lead. JCap's trying to break in the back and secure the final seconds, but now it's going to be the rotation. Is everyone heading down to the bottom side of the map? And look who's there first. You see those red arrows, 5 and 7. That's going to be Pristini and Arcides. The brothers set up to hold down the bike path. Pristini watching the lower side, saw a shadow for just a second, peeks the corner, nice play, tries to dip behind.
And somehow one player from EnVy sneaks to sidewalk to at least contest towards that hard point for the moment. Another shockwave kill from Apathy, continuing to improve his use of that throughout the weekend. It's been fun to watch that bowling area, but thankfully his teammates still have that blue spawn. Look at the top of your minimap. Red arrows continuing to supplement this hard point. Finally, one player does spawn on out. So it's going to be Arcides by himself trying to hold off EnVy. He gets 2, and that's the magic eUnited have had all weekend, Maven.
Now they're trying to fly in, but they're set up and ready to attempt the hold off. Only one player remaining, and Gunless has gotten it done. This has been a flawless hold thus far at Statue.
Gunless and Arcides, they're in a 2v4 scenario, somehow wipe out all of EnVy.
Look at this flank.
They're even keeping it close. They've got FTL jump now ready from Silly. eUnited at the end of the second rotation will be up by 70 seconds. Apathy with reactive armor. Where does EnVy begin to come back into this one now? John, 19 and 27. He had a slow hardpoint start to the series earlier today, now happening again in this game 1.
And, you know, we talked about the fact that Apathy or John need to come alive here and kind of match the slaying of Gunless, but look at the kill feed.
And that'll open up his opportunity to push towards this bottom bike path side with his teammates. And Arseny's looking, realizes that, was going to push that field. Out of nowhere, callouts come in. Hey, there's 3 hitting Lemon and Grandma's side. We got to reset our focus. As now the push comes in, you've got JCap flooding into the hard point. Does get the entry kill. Silly now popping that FTL jump. But again, the Evo being brought out by Silly, one of the few players this weekend to use that gun. Now Apathy's all by himself on the map. Gunless nearly at 40. We've got to swap to Gunless for a second. Can he get that 40 bomb in game 1 kill off Camo as well?
He's doing such a good job in the slaying role right now, trying to stay alive in this close corner, picking up time as well as, again, still leading in the objective. Gun's one that tries to push him. Stay out of my hard point. Finally ends up falling, but the numbers speak for themselves as 16 points is all that is needed here for eUnited. God, maybe like season 3 playoffs in AW, something like that, like a relegation tournament, but no, not the big ones. At least I can think of it at the top of my head. The FTL jump comes in, flashy play there, but is it enough for EnVy? It doesn't look to be that way as eUnited. But if you let all this time go in, it'd be what, 230, 240 game? You're right back at it. Now it's going to be the Camo pop as he's trying to get the break. Can't find a kill yet. Ultimately, will 41 tries to wrap back. 41 kills in for him. The break is there. GG. 3 points needed. eUnited gets it done.
We talked about him in our key player matchup, Gunless, saying, hey, Apathy, anything you can do, I can do better. 41 kills on map number 1 as eUnited are 2 maps away from making it to the grand finals of the CWL Atlanta Open.
Camo dunk in the uplink to beat FaZe. That's the same thing that we saw happen to beat EnVy. Off the break, what Arseny is able to do with this sniper, you got to think if he makes an influence, John may be busting it out as a counter, and he's going to have vision pretty quickly. Can he get the snap? Just barely misses the shot.
Whiffs the second as well. He'll have to back on up, look for some assistance from his teammates as they recognize, hey, we could definitely push this guy out. Gunless for the first engagement. That's where the submachine gun is so good from John.
Erad, it absolutely dominated. This is a scary position with the sniper. What are you going to do? 3 players flying at you. Another kill with the Erad. A nice start from John, who's 2-0. You don't want to keep feeding him because if this guy gets warmed up, he can just destroy.
This engagement is huge for Pristini. He's able to cut down Slasher. Does he challenge the bomb? He does it. He knows. All right, nobody on it yet. Only 18 seconds left. It's a pretty obvious area to be in, though, if you are Silly. Beautiful shots there from JCap to close out the round. EnVy go up 1-0.
You know what's interesting, too, to think about? I wonder when the actual switch happened, but with seeing JCap with Camo, it's always nice to pick their brains. JCap was back there for an hour and a half as we got to talk to him a little bit about this matchup and how he feels the tournament was going. We watch Optic FaZe with him. He was also losing his mind a bit. But now, for EnVy, you've got 2 remaining. It's going to be Apathy and Slasher here trying to get a second round. They are able to find 1 kill. Might be able to turn this into a 2v2. This would be a huge clutch in a 2v4. As Slasher almost puts some shots in his teammate. Going to find himself all alone. The last 2 in front, but can't close it out. Well, yeah, that's another thing, you know, speaking with Cap, you know, he talked about his disgust, he hates the MV4. He'll use it in Search and Destroy, but if you think of JCap's playstyle, wouldn't the MV4 seem perfect?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't really like it, likes the K-Bar a lot more, just likes the maneuverability. I mean, obviously, in the current Jetpack Call of Duty, he has been pretty good. He's back-to-back COD Champs victor.
Cap is more power to him. It's what a team like eUnited does. They just catch you off guard with plays like that. Again, the opening 2 kills for eUnited. EnVy fighting from the back foot. It's all up to Cap in the 1v3, and this time around, it's not going to work out for EnVy.
If EnVy drops this match,
I will tell you, we have seen EnVy go up, be even for a long game, go to round 11s, obviously start from behind in these Search and Destroys, and they always come out on top. So I will not count EnVy out in this S&D until eUnited defuse that final bomb or get those final kills to win.
Oh, I more mean just if they lose the Search in total, this series just becomes so much scarier if you are an EnVy fan. But we are watching Slasher. John has already fallen as he pushes inside, not able to take the first gunfight.
Slasher, what can he do now? Slasher just going to possibly try to earn himself some score towards that FTL jump as he's down to just 40 seconds to still has to plant the objective. Oh my goodness.
Getting bullets in just about everybody. And look at the game that Pristini's having so far. That 7-2 already has the ability available.
I'm sure it'll make a major impact on your look.
I'd look the same.
All that would change was your eyebrows and beard color because the rest is gone. Getting into round number 5. Gunless again with this objective, and this time EnVy saying, no, you're not getting a free plant towards this B side. We're gonna at least contest you a little bit here. Or A side, sorry, as Pristini will be the first to push on up with reactive, and ooh, I would love to see him use this here to open up this backside of the map.
And the question is, do they check it? Because now once they know the bomb has rotated out, they're going to start to swing around. This is going to be a disgusting flank. Depending on the time, Pristini should be able to get in behind 1 or 2 players here.
Oh my gosh, look at that mini-map. The one player just in front of me spots the corner. Pristini, though, snaps right over again. The first 2 kills in a moment's notice go in favor of eUnited, and there's just nobody left for EnVy.
How quickly? It's a slow build.
Did a little bit of an awkward spot. Now it's a 3v3. Instead, though, eUnited 4 rounds in a row, right? To now go up 4-1.
And again, it was a 6-1 victory for EnVy the last time these guys played Search and Destroy. Looks like eUnited has learned here. And again, first blooded, that's John. At least, I think, 3 out of the last 4 rounds, he's been first blooded. 3 and 5, and he's one of the superstars in this particular mode, so they need John to step it up in a big way. Not that there's anyone really going off for eUnited, but JCap is able to answer back, Jack.
JCap, what can he do? He's already got 1 kill this round, currently sitting at 2 and 4 this entire game, and Apathy's been spotted, so if I know this eUnited team, they're going to begin to fly at him and take him down while he's weak, but somehow he snuck past 1. It's going to be our cities versus Apathy and Slasher. He's in the 1v2.
Gonna come in. Can he catch 1? As they get away, RC saw 1 cross. He's seen both players now. Able to win the first gunfight. He has a Scarab to work with now. He thinks he's tagged up, so I thought he was going to actually push him, but Apathy playing directly underneath.
Doesn't he have a K-bar as well? And does Apathy see him? I'm not entirely sure.
He should have spotted him. He had. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't think he did. He was basically checking like this, and now he'll at least clear this first area of the map. So our cities moving towards this objective as we swap.
God.
Does Apathy go and check in time? I do believe he will.
Oh, he sneaks away there and guns him. Going to be very aggressive mid-map. Has to back away immediately. Gunless, though, finds the headshot. John answering back. Pristini looking to try and trade it out. He finds one, hits it. Can he get into another gunfight? He's going to re-peek, able to find it and gets it done. That's a 5th round for eUnited.
Pristini uses the reactive armor and okay, you know, maybe he didn't need to, but guess what? It won them the round, and now eUnited are 1 away from giving EnVy their first S&D loss this weekend. And
currently, I mean, that's Search and Destroy, though, right? 4 hits, scrappy play, snapping onto the right call out there. Communication is key. Now, EnVy, their game 2 hopes at risk, and Cap hasn't even really gotten near to a camo, but his counterpart on the other side, Gunless, kind of in the same boat. Apathy now looking forward to his first reactive armor.
You know, John just gets first blooded on EnVy again. Here's a nice spot from our city. Oh, gosh, you can't let that happen. That's
a game-saving play, though, from Slasher.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Wrap it around the back, Silly. Now with the Evo, this is probably the last position you want with this Evo. Well, he actually got the close range gunfight, but now it's going to be on Gunless. He's been a hero so many times, but now is not your time. EnVy just narrowly staying alive here, and that might come down to that Slasher gunfight.
This team can make anything happen. They were down 5-2, now 5-3, and they've got 2 payloads to work with as well, none on the side of eUnited.
Sniper out for Arcides as he's trying to look down bridge. No eyes on him. It's going to be a gunfight. That's the reactive Apathy. He got it. He's able to make the gunfight, and now they keep it going, trying to pressure. How do you get the pistol? 80 gets away. 80 gets away. They're trying to chase him down, trying to get to the edge. I think Arcides gets away with his life. What a huge play.
Silvio holding an awkward angle. His gun sticking out from behind the wall, and he will be punished for it. FCL jump still ready for Slasher. And there goes the scare.
He's going to jump in past him. Just do it.
Whoop!
No, peeks the corner. That's another pistol kill coming in. It's now Apathy by himself. Apathy trying not to get gunned. Gonna be a 1v1. 20 seconds on the clock. It's the hero, Gunless, going up against Apathy. They were our key player matchup before, and he challenges Peaks. Can't win it.
eUnited magic continues. They give EnVy their first S&D loss.
And you got to think eUnited knows that very well because they did that to Splice, right? They were down 2-0, and then they went 18-1 in uplink.
Won't happen there as Arcides does lose the 1v1 engagement to John, but Gunless tried to pressure towards that cliffside. It didn't work out there. And again, the Evo from Silly gets...
About getting points on the board. Here comes the push out of Robo. Shots in, able to find one, but it's Arcides answering with 2 of his own, but the 1-pointer is through. It's 4 down, but you get something on the board for EnVy.
To at least get themselves a little bit of momentum. But you see right there, the goal on this map, get the drone, get it into Robo, get it towards sub-bay, move up with your teammates, and now you got to leave Locker in a Scarab. Unfortunately, I do believe the player who called this in is actually dead, so they will be able to answer back with a 1-point play of their own. Well, the one player should spawn.
He goes over the top.
Right?
Can we get a bounce? No. and it comes in. You see, it seems like it's 3-bulleting people. It reloads so fast, gun up so quickly out of sprinting. It's phenomenal as a submachine gun, but silly. You know, Scump doesn't use it because he's not comfortable with it. Could be a similar story there, but look at Arcades again on defense.
He is going off right now. Double positive, 13 and 6 on another 3 streak there. Gunless, the lead blocker, at least gets 1. Not enough of a follow-up, though, so far from eUnited, as EnVy should be able to stop this pressure for the moment and keep this game, like, again, there. Takes so long to finish off that kill with the RPR Evo.
And this is what's interesting, too, when you have these games where Gunless maybe isn't going off.
And now you see eUnited didn't catch it on our screen, but they did throw it in for a 1, so they will get the lead with 1.5 minutes remaining inside number 1. I mean, eUnited right now, they just look like a championship caliber team with the performance they are putting on, as they're just in form at the moment.
They heard you. EnVy heard it, and they get a 1-pointer on the board to tie it. That was a 7 streak for John.
John tries to get the 3rd, doesn't work out, but either way, 14 and 11. Nice start from him. Him and Apathy again. This duo, when they're on point, EnVy are one of the best in the game, and they're doing it right now.
Kill, he's gonna try and slip through. Will the interception be there? Will the 1-pointer be in? He doesn't even get it out of his hand.
Oh, gosh.
There's still some players from EnVy to try and make this happen. Now they're all shredded. Nice defensive stand there from eUnited.
And Arcades just resets it. There's not enough time for any play to be made off of this. So at the end of the first half, 2-2. I think both teams are really fine with that one. They can go into these final few minutes, see what they can do to convert this respawn game mode.
Getting focused up here. Now, this map we know can be a bit 50-50, but I like kind of attacking towards that helipad side. I feel like I see more points go through. I guess I'm curious with your take on it with the swap. Still play pretty 50-50?
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's simple. It just comes down to slaying for that first middle map control, and then once you get it towards the robo side, really, no matter where you're converting from, as long as you get that second wave of kills, you can make plays happen. So I don't really take any map right now to be more, have a side that's less preferred, right? Yes, certain teams like to push from certain areas, but for the most part, as long as you get the kills in the map.
Well, let's see what John can do with the drone in hand. He's running into a close-range ERAD. Tough fight to win when you have the K-bar and you're trying to juggle the drone. Slasher will be there to back him up. Spraying everything. Walls, but not players dropping. And now the 1-point toss and the lead has been broken open. eUnited puts 1 on the board. That is what sealed the deal. And when you have a game this close, 3-2, it could be 1 pop of camo that makes the difference, buddy.
And if you look at your scoreboard, he's close enough where he'll earn it again there. Throw bounces off the building. He knew he wasn't going to get that one, but he really didn't have much time to work with.
Watching Pristini now as he's getting eyes on mid-map, but unfortunately the flank comes in for JCap, so that's 1 more kill towards that camo, whereas Gunless finds 1 as well. He was
their best push yet.
For quite a while.
This is their best push yet. Apathy trying to make something happen with the drone. Hasn't earned the reactive yet. 1 more engagement win. No, he doesn't get it as of yet, and he does die off. JCap is there, but the trades go in favor of Arcades and crew. Again, it's happened all this map, but Slasher swings with 2 kills of his own, and now EnVy will look to grab the drone again.
Let's see if they can get something through. If they hit the top left side of the minimap, they might have been able to make a play quickly as the pressure was coming towards mid-map. Slasher needs help, though. He has 1 lead blocker in front. Apathy finds 2, but is it too little, too late? He's going to be able to get at least a 1-point toss off. He gets around the corner, gets around the edge, ties it up 3-3. What an individual play there from Apathy.
Gunless is last one alive. He's trying to go supplement his teammates, and he's not there in time. He gets killed off. Slasher there with the lead block. This should be a potential score for EnVy, unless eUnited can get an interception or a crazy stop on this throw. It's a miss! It's a miss! It's what I talked about earlier. This miss could define the game. The beatdown from Silly. Who will it be? EnVy, they lose map positioning for a second. The drone now picked up. You've got Pristini trying to make something happen, but the pass didn't go off in time. Gunless is the last one here. 25 seconds remaining. Will we see ourselves in overtime? It's absolutely looking that way.
All right, it's going to be JCap pushing back. He grabbed the drone there, tried to toss it forward, but he's got to deal with Silly first. Silly,
great
though,
play by Silly.
with the Evo, makes the play. He has the FTL jump to work with.
This is a dunk.
He should be through. This should be a dunk. There's 5 seconds left. Is this going to be the 3-0? He puts it through.
Oh,
there's no time left.
Goodness. eUnited in the final seconds. EnVy miss a 1-point throw, and guess what? eUnited capitalize on it. They beat EnVy again, and they will be your first team in the CWL Atlanta Open Grand Finals.